All right, people, let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Today is the day here. I hope you folks out there are getting ready for Mother's Day. Uh, it's going to be a good old time, I guess, for everybody. I don't know. You cannot, you guys out there who think y'all can get away and not do anything for Mother's Day, you are sadly mistaken.
You
You
can
got
try
to.
if you want to.
Yeah, you can try all you want to, but you're gonna have somebody mad at you for a long time if you don't do something for Mother's Day. So my mom is gone to the wild blue yonder, and uh, I don't know. I usually send my daughters a happy Mother's Day greeting and stuff and everything. I'll just stop buying them stuff. Get too expensive, so I'm down to one now. I'm down to
We're in the
one.
same boat, bro.
I'm down to one, down to one. And shit, man. I don't know what to do with her. But anyway, it's getting close, fellas. So I think y'all better get on out there and start doing something. I don't care how much the gas costs and everything. You better do something. You can't blame it on the gas. Gas too high. I can't go nowhere. You better think twice about that.
I'm trying to figure out what is in the news. I've been looking at the news and reading about the news, and I saw Artie on MSNBC, or as they call it now. Ooh, that right in there, right? MS Now.
You're missing out. Yep.
And he talked about the Epstein tape situation for a long time. I didn't even want to hear about it.
Well,
But the thing is that what is up in question? I put a big question mark. Did he commit suicide? Did he escape from prison? Is he still alive? They claim they found a 7-year suicide note, and nobody knew it was in the files all this time. I say, man, they coming up with all kind of crap, and it's hard for me to believe that that man, with all that money and the connections he had, that he committed suicide. It's hard for me to believe that. Man, it's a possibility that he might have, but he don't seem like he the type, bro.
nah, they killed that Negro.
You think it killed him?
They killed that Negro. He knew too much. He had too much on. He had too much on a whole lot of powerful people.
Well, that's a possibility.
And I'd almost bet that he probably threatened them and stuff and told them, so I'm gonna tell some of y'all don't get me out of jail. So they probably got together and stuff because as we can see right now, these people are very, very, very powerful. They go all
Yeah,
the way. They go all the way to the west wing of the White House,
in the Supreme Court.
and probably, but I think the Supreme Court doesn't have a lot of say so about it and stuff. But it's them folks and stuff that got them billionaires who got a lot of money who was in this man's pockets. He got all kind of stuff upon them, and he knows where all the bones is buried because he created the closet to hide the bones,
Oh yeah,
and they know it. And it is. I wouldn't be surprised, Ted, if some of these other folks and everything might be dead. They might be getting ready to kill them too. Cause, and I'm pretty sure that DJT is probably afraid of his life too, and they probably threatened him. You better get this stuff down here, and Pam Bondi, that Cash Slant Out Patel. They got him under their thumb and stuff, and he better not say that. He's so scared he don't know what the hell to do. They might assassinate him. All of them. Everybody up in there. That daggone Johnson, he's scared to death. They probably threatened him too. So you're gonna lose your life, and it got to be that way because they uh they had on MTG out there in Texas for a huge crowd. I don't know if it wasn't APAC, but one of them other Republican big wig parties and stuff and everything. And she was the guest speaker.
Mm.
And girlfriend spilled a whole lot of beans.
Mm.
She said that she was threatened. She said they threatened to kill her son,
Mm.
and she asked for help.
Mm.
She called up Department of Justice. They threw her off. She called the FBI up, and O'Cash said, "I'm on it." She hadn't heard nothing from him in over a month.
Mm.
Not a word. He came back and said anything about what they were doing. So she spilled the beans. She told everything. Told the crowd everything. Her
Mm.
speech, parts of her speech went viral. They had conservatively, they said they've had 50 million views.
What?
50 million
50
views.
million. I gotta find that speech, bro.
She come out, man. She threw that stuff out. I was listening to Ben this morning. He said they had their cameras and stuff there. None of the other major folks had their cameras there, but Ben Masalas and stuff, he had his cameras there. And he said he shot that thing on YouTube. He said he portions of that daggone thing and stuff he said got somewhere in the, immediately in 6 million views.
Mm.
He said his other uh, social media sites and stuff and everything got millions of views also, he said. And he said he looked at it conservatively over 50 million views that her thing had got because they picked out certain segments of it. And one of them was that segment, what I just said, that she had told them what had happened, how Trump called her up and told her that it was her fault that her son was being threatened and that they wasn't going to do nothing about it. She
Mm.
told. She told that he threatened her in so many words and stuff to get her to take her name off of that discharge petition, which opened the door for Congress to get that first 3 or 4 million pieces of information, and they still had 4 or 5 million pieces of information still left that they would not give them, and they haven't given it to them to the Congress.
I guess this
But
ring is very, very, very pop. Very, very, mm, very
she
powerful, bro.
she said to the president, she said, "You should be the one that's willing to open up this investigation." She said, "You made a campaign promise that you were going to do this, and you had all these folks and stuff to vote for you, even some of the women and stuff who were victims of this old boy. They voted for you because you said you were going to open up the doors." And he said he wasn't going to do it. He said, he told her, he said, "That's your fault that your son's life has been threatened." So we don't know. And with her opening up her mouth and everything right now, I think she's hoping that by saying something and talking, that they don't bother her. But I don't think that she's out of the woods yet. Girlfriend might be assassinated or something happened to her. She'd been in a bad car accident. They will do that to you. And her
Well,
husband or boyfriend or whoever he is, who's been in the news for over 37 years, resigned last week. He was working for one of them conservative far right news agencies, and right on he got online last week, a couple weeks ago, I guess it was, and he resigned, threw his mic on the ground, and said, "I'm done." So they must be after him too.
mm, Well, there's some evil people.
They is, and they are doing. Ted, it is unbelievable what is going on. They had four four potential judgeships, federal judgeships appointments to come before the Senate, and the one of the senators asked him, "Did Trump win the 2020 election?" They wouldn't answer. They wouldn't answer. Did Biden win? They asked him, did Biden win the 2020 election? One of them sat there and tried to politic his way, and then the senator asked him, said, I ask you a yes or no question. Did Biden win the 2020 election? He tried to politic again. It's on C-SPAN. If you go back and look at it. And he said, I need a yes or no answer. It's a yes or no answer. This question is a yes or no. It's not. I didn't ask you all that. Yes or no. He wouldn't tell him. He wouldn't say yes, and he wouldn't say no. These are political appointees, judgeships, who are going to be sitting on the bench. Will not answer that question.
What we gonna do here?
I don't know
Oh, well, when I say what we gonna do,
what
what I
this country
mean
going to
is
do. I'm thinking, what is this country going to do?
that's exactly what I'm speaking about. What is this country gonna do?
What are they going to do? And
Because
and I'm pretty sure, Ted, that they're probably gonna the Republican Senate is probably going to nominate them. They're going to let them go through their confirmation, and they'll be on the federal bench.
there is some powerful people in the underground and criminal things that's going on, and we've been placating these underground people for years. The drugs, the trafficking, the embezzlements, and stealing of cash. Banks paying off people to get off their software and all kinds of stuff that's been going on. I've been knowing this for years, and you would think that that we would have a powerful. But these people work. They risk their lives. These FBI agents, and then you got these turncoats that's about the money because they have arrested quite a few of them for taking money, selling out the American people, and they hire a lot of foreign people in these agencies so that they can get the insight. They train these people from day one and recruit them from day one to get into those offices and those positions. Because once you start taking their money, you got to do what they say. And then you got the government. You got some legitimate people that's trying to do certain things, and they paying people to snitch on them. So it's an espionage all around the table, not only in this country but around the world. Anytime that man, and I'm talking about Epstein, can get away what he got away with all those years, you had the Madoff to get away all those years. And I can go on and on. And it tells me that all of this stuff is just a game. It's a moneymaker. I listen to this Asian guy, and he's pretty good at some of the stuff he's saying, but you gotta look at him or listen to him at the side eye. But some of the stuff he's saying, bro, it's like almost dotting your I's and crossing your T's. So, he predicting and he's already confirmed certain things that he said 5 years ago or whatever, or 2 years ago. So, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that these people, these power brokers do. And they have their little quirks. Everybody got their little quirks. If it's women, drugs, children, whatever. Their little fantasies. A lot of points is, in my opinion, a lot of it ain't about the money. Some of it is about fame and celebrity and want to be celebrities and all that kind of stuff. So, and then you try to break through this thing, and then come to find out, you got people, in order for them to even break through certain things, you got to sleep with them. Or you got to do this with them. Or you got to do this for them. It's all a vicious game to get over. And if you got any kind of money, they want to know where you got your money. Now, the athletes, entertainers, actors, all those type of people, they know how they got their money. If you're in business, they know how you got your money. If you even made it in business without selling your soul. So it's a quagmire as far as making it in this country. And there are people that have done the right things that have made their money, especially if they come out with a good product that people that can use it. But most of the stuff is a game. If you look at Ellison, Oracle, you look at that company. If you really deep down dig into that company, bro, the reason why he survived because he got government contracts. Now, what did he do for that? Years ago, because he was going under. So a lot of these companies, man, is surviving or have survived because of getting these contracts, big contracts. I ain't talking about no pennies, nickels, and dimes. We big, and black people as a whole are begging for contracts. Hell, we ain't at the table. We ain't even in the room. When it comes to these big contracts, we might get a subcontract. If somebody's making more money and they're giving you a little pennies, nickels, and dimes. But that's the game. They in control, total control. I was listening to Shaq, and a 7-time Super Bowl champion, and they was talking in front of one of the biggest gangsters, Militant Summit, and they was talking about how they both made it and the whole 9 yards. And I said, man, if you sit there and you making 25 million, and Shaq ain't making nowhere near what they're making now, but he was making 29, 25 million, 30 million, probably as high as was like 30 million, maybe a little higher. But Shaq is the type of person, they have allowed him to navigate all kinds of businesses. I remember really reading a story about him about 25 years ago when he was in the league. He was over in Orlando, and they were saying, and I'm just saying that this is not a put down or anything like that. They were saying, but all the people that work for him, lawyers and accountants, CPAs, most of them were Jewish people.
He was a bargain for him.
Yeah,
He was a bargain.
yeah,
They were willing to give him because he was a individual, very popular individual. So when you got someone who has some huge popularity and he is a fan favorite, they're going to use him to make money and allow him to make money.
absolutely.
So that's
And
what's
he
going on.
made, now he's only worth, man, he might be worth a little more than 500 million, which to them that's pennies, nickels, and dimes.
Hmm.
You know, ain't no big deal. Just like the 7-time world champion Super Bowl. He might be worth 5, 6, and they sitting up there talking to billionaires. Some of these people worth. I mean, if you worth 10 billion to them, that ain't no money. If you got a
Well,
you got a
Shaq
bunch of
probably
it.
Shaq had probably gave a lot of his money away, and he had a huge he had a lot of kids, a lot of children, and that divorce he had and everything, and she took a lot of that money and everything and stuff with her also. He
Yeah, but
gave
she
her
got
quite
her
a bit.
money.
Yep. But she took her money and she did some things with it, doing those reality shows and stuff, basketball wives and stuff like that. And she's out there doing it. And plus, Shaq still had to put forth that money and everything for paying child support and those kids. So, and he's still supporting his children along with some other things. So he bringing in a lot of money, but a lot of money going out. A lot of money going out. So,
But the
hey,
thing is, though, here's the thing, though. And when I say pennies, nickels, and dimes, if you only work for a couple of billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, that ain't nothing.
not nowadays.
Not nowadays. I remember if you was worth 20 million, you was top dog back in the
Big
80s.
dog, big dog. You couldn't nobody touch you.
And
Now
now
that
you got to be worth at least 20, $25 billion now. And and you figure out, where do they get this money? How do they keep that money? Where do they put that money? And where is it invested in? Shaq invested 250,000 in Apple. This is what he claimed. I don't know how true it is,
probably
because I heard somebody else say they did the same thing, and he forgot about it for 17 years. Didn't even bother. So how you can forget about that? Don't you do your taxes? Don't you look at your sheets? Because they
most of
send you
those guys,
paperwork.
Ted, don't. They have other people who take care of their bookkeeping, and he could be right. He probably invested in it, forgot about it because Shaq is like I said, Shaq is a unique person. He's not like Michael Jordan as far as investments and stuff like that. But he was that unique individual and stuff and everything. He always put his money into these little off-brand job businesses or whatever and everything, and he always set out there to make these businesses and stuff bigger and stuff because they use him as their spokesperson, and by him being their spokesperson, money just came into him. When you I remember him saying something about he went out Christmas shopping. He took his card and everything, and he spent something like 25 or $30,000 and stuff and everything just for Christmas present, and he still wasn't done. And he also said that when he left I think Miami or somebody and went to Los Angeles, and he didn't have no place to stay at, so he just went out there and took his credit card and just did what he could, buy all of his stuff he needed. So if you got that kind of money and you're gonna spend $75,000 to furnish your daggone apartment, and it doesn't bother you to spend that kind of money, like I said, it comes in and it goes out. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him. So how
Well,
much? How
I think
much is that 200 and some $1,000 that he invested in Apple worth today?
millions. I was reading the article and I was trying to see what it was worth, and they never said how much it was worth, but it's worth millions. It's worth millions, Ed.
I can imagine if he did it 15, 16 years ago. Yep, he could. It's probably is.
But see, when you're making that, bringing that kind of money home every year, and at that time he was probably making $30 million, 250,000 wasn't nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He just say, hey, I'm invested over there. You know, that old boy is unique, man. I don't think he's gonna be Michael Jordan rich, but he gonna be up there. People like him. He's gonna be on the NBA shows and everything. They're gonna have him out there. If he's not sitting there in the studio, they're gonna have him somewhere and stuff being involved in basketball. Just like my boy from Alabama. They just love him. He's a big time gambler, but he's gonna be on the NBA show because folks like his analogy of the game. They love his analogy. I remember when that boy came out of Alabama. I think he played with Auburn and stuff and everything. And I remember he came out and went into to the pros. And I always thought that he wasn't going to make it. He can't make it, but he did. He stayed in there, man, and he had a hell of a daggone run there in the NBA. A hell of a run, man. But he's not as big of a gambler as Michael is.
You
Yeah,
know, Ed, I'm gonna say this, and I don't have no right to say it because I'm not a multimillionaire. Hell, I'm not even a millionaire. But the point is, you know, when I look at our struggle, when I say our, I'm talking about black people as a whole. And I would say 60% of us, and I said this before, doing okay. We are content, satisfied. We might have had a sort of kind of a dream of greatness one time in our lives, but at least we tried. We didn't try to do, and I'm talking about most of us, we didn't try to do any kind of underhanded shit. We didn't try to steal nothing from nobody. We didn't try to conniver somebody, trying to con them out of shit. All of that stuff. We didn't try to do none of that. We tried to do it the right way, whatever way we was trying to do it. And we didn't make it to the big show because we never got those big contracts or big opportunities. We might have got some small opportunities, some cash coming to our hands or what have you. But I'm talking about big opportunities at the time. And the thing is, the only thing you can do is try. Because the one thing for sure is that everybody, almost everybody, has a dream or have a desire to be rich
mm,
and wealthy. Everybody. Because who do you want to help? You want to help your mama, you want to help your siblings, and those other relatives that you care about, maybe even a few dash of friends, and live your lifestyle. But now, Ed, The thing about it though, bro, it's almost like fake. You got so many people that know how to live this high life, and they're allowed to live that high life all around the world. And it all depends on what type of character you are. Because, see, those characters, we all got weaknesses. Jesus always, one of the prayers that keep us from temptation. When you got all kinds of money and you can pay people, you can do all kind of stuff, bro. You can buy women, you can buy drugs if you want, you can do all kinds of stuff when you got that kind of money. You can pay people off, you know. So so and then you just do whatever you want to do. I don't know how true this is, but we was talking about Shaq. They were saying that Shaq lived with 3 white women.
Probably.
So that's what I'm saying. When you got that kind of money, you can do whatever you want to do.
But but if you're a black athlete, you better be damn careful messing with them white women, 'cause they will holler rape. They will holler
Hey,
rape.
black women too, bro.
Yeah, they
Did you
will.
see what happened to that football player?
Yeah, I saw him. He finally paid all. He finally paid off about half of them 29 women who had it, and I think the other ones are still waiting on some
Who
cash
are you
from
talking
him.
about? I'm talking about a different guy. This just recently happened.
Oh, I'm talking about the old boy, the quarterback that went to Cleveland Browns.
No, I ain't talking about him. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
because
this.
he had.
Recently, this I don't even know what position he is. As a matter of fact, I ain't never heard of him. But he had hired a housekeeper, and he had other people at this place, and she made up shit on him that he tried to rape her and all that stuff, and she hollered and screamed, and all the people that worked in that particular venue for him said they didn't hear nothing, they don't know nothing, and blah blah blah. Now I don't know how true it is. Everything is, whatever. But he claimed that this woman, he took her to court and won the case, bro. But at the same time, here's the thing: the team that he was working for, because of these accusations, they fired him.
Mm-hmm. They will
He
do
lost
that.
his contract, and he was up for a big contract.
That's what happens when a white woman hollers.
This wasn't a white woman. This was a black woman.
There's a black woman. Oh man, mm, he really done messed up.
So,
That's probably why she lost. If it had been a white woman, you might not have lost.
ooh, we ain't giving this Negro that money.
He'll get that black woman that money. Oh man, that reminds me of. I ain't gonna even mention that. I want to leave that alone. I'll leave that alone because old Mike Tyson, they done raked brought me over the coals so much as a crying shame. So I'm gonna leave Mike alone.
Yeah, let's not talk about him. He's done so much
Yeah, I
shit.
ain't gonna make him on the coals. I ain't gonna make him on the coals about that one, but holler rape on him.
Well, the where I lost, I mean, I lost a lot of respect for him years ago. When I, but what I'm saying is that when I really lost respect for him when he took that $20 million and let that white boy beat him, and he can't beat himself. He can't beat himself out of a wet paper bag because that English black guy came over here and broke his damn jaw. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
broke his damn jaw. He was an ex-champion or something, and he was talking crap to him, and he thought he was really bad because he just took on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson could have killed that boy at 60 years old, or however old he
It
is.
it was that was a that was some bull crap there. Yes, he got paid more than that. That was some mob action there, man. That was that was showing up mob action there. They paid him to dive. He messed around there and tried to dive and everything. The boy broke his jaw trying to dive. He got messed up trying to take a dive. Oh man!
I'm telling you,
Before
man, it's
yeah,
it's 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 a lot of
yeah,
stuff that's going on, people. And the thing
it
is that
is,
we don't
it
even
is,
know, and we
it
can't
is,
keep up.
it is. But I'm gonna have to say this to you before the show goes out today, because I know tomorrow gonna be a whole big mess and everything, all stuff going on. But this thing over there in the Middle East, buddy, if Trump doesn't give up and let this shit go, them damn Iranians and shit gonna ruin this fucking world, man, for a long time. They have devastated the United Arab Emirates. They got a fire that they started over there on that pipeline that I mentioned to you the other day.
Hmm.
It's still burning.
Damn,
They ain't put it out. It's been running for 48 hours.
damn, that's a lot of oil burnt.
They said they can't put it out. It's been going for 48 hours. And after they had this crap going on there where the United States tried to send their destroyers through that daggone Strait of Hormuz, uh, two of our destroyers and stuff and everything may be in the bottom of the goddamn ocean. And they ain't
Damn.
saying nothing about it. This is coming from international folks and stuff who talking about this crap. And they have Uh, Saudi Arabia has already told them, Kuwait told the United States, you cannot use our country to do any strikes on Iran. UAE said, piss on y'all. United States said, don't worry about it. We're going to protect you. They brought all the high tech stuff over there to UAE, so don't worry about it. We're going to do our strikes from here and everything, and we're going to protect you. Them daggone Iranians went over there and blew that place up. They
Damn.
said they said that conservatively it may take the UAE at least a year, maybe 2 years, to get their production of oil back up. They done
Mm.
damaged that country so bad. And these daggone Iranians, they missiles is so high tech and everything now that it went through that dome that they had set up and everything and stuff for UAE. All of United States' high tech stuff is shot straight through all that stuff and everything and bombed the crap out of that country. They
Mm.
couldn't stop them.
We ain't getting no reports, bro.
They ain't saying nothing. United States ain't saying nothing. That daggone defense secretary and Trump been online. Yes, we're doing this and we're doing that, but they ain't said a word about what had going on. And the Iranians told them, you come over here and you bomb us, and you do anything with us, we're going to tear this place up. And they doing it right now. UAE is allowing them to do it. They tear them up. Saudi Arabia is sitting there wiping sweat off their face in Kuwait because they told them that they couldn't come over there and use their country. So they ain't bombing them, but they got their UAE. And United Arab Emirates said, well, we're going to be slick. We're going to build us a daggone pipeline that bypass this Strait of Hormuz. And pipeline ain't there no more.
Damn.
They took it out. 200 and some kilometers of pipeline, tore it out.
And
Hey,
we got
Myron,
these unintelligent knuckleheads that's in charge that do not know how to really strategize adequately to really combat this issue. And we just sitting here in the dark. American people sitting here in the dark. You got all kinds of countries that's sitting in the dark. They don't know what to expect and what's going to happen.
they can't come over. They are afraid to come over there, man, and mess with them Iranians. They had told them, do not bother them people. That's why the UK ain't coming over there. And you heard that Sharma, he ain't no longer the prime minister anymore. Now they done ran his ass out.
Mm.
UK, they done voted him out. All his party is gone. His time is short. But the rest of them countries over there, they can't. They're not coming over there to bother Iran. They not. They don't want to bother them. The United States is begging them to come and help them. And they said, looking at this, said, "You the fool. You the one that went on with Israel and stuff and mess with them damn people." They stuff is so daggone high tech, man. Our stuff can't compare to them. They can't stop them. Iran told them, we gonna bomb the crap out of anybody who comes over here and bother us. They went over there and they messed around there and they flew out of the UAE's air base there and everything, and that air base does not exist anymore. They bombed the shit out of that thing too. The United States ain't said a word. They over there telling everybody, yes, we all right. We got the ceasefire still going on.
But yet, but yet, we got
They
these
got they
senators and Congress
they
people back in this knucklehead.
and you ain't going to get the news from anybody here in the United States. And they're talking about it now that our news people, media and stuff, will not tell the truth to the American people. They will not tell the truth to the American people what the hell going on. You don't get outside this country to get your news, you ain't going to get it. They got some terrible stuff going on over there, Ted. Even if the blockade ends today, most of those countries can't even get the oil and stuff to us for at least a month or two, if they can get cranked up right now. We looking at next year before the oil prices and all this stuff start going down. Next year, conservatively.
Well, what's going to be in the news this weekend? Because this is Mother's Day weekend, and I was trying to see what was going to be the distraction. I mean, they trying to come up with something, but I don't think they got anything this weekend, do they?
Trump will not tell the truth, Ted. He keeps threatening the daggone Iranians. He keeps threatening them. We're gonna put an atomic bomb over there on you. These people ain't playing. He keeps threatening these folks. They want a deal. They don't want no damn deal from the United States because they can't trust Trump. Because he's sitting there lying. And you got your daggone, all your military folks over there, they trying to protect him and trying to keep their stuff down because they scared to death to say anything against Trump at all. He's saying what the hell he want to do, and most of them know that if he needs to shut his damn mouth up and let them people go over there and negotiate some kind of a peace deal so they can open up that daggone strait. And until he shuts his damn mouth up and quit getting on this daggone uh, all nighter stuff and putting stuff out there on social media, all that crazy stuff, we ain't gonna never have no peace agreement. And they're telling everybody that these daggone Iranians are starving to death. They can't pay their own people. Ted, China is sending them food, everything they need every day. Some of them other countries over there and stuff that's sitting there on their daggone back border, they're sending them food, everything they need every day. They sending them gas. Guess what? The Pakistanis, they people is lined up at the border trying to get into Iran to get that cheap gas to put in their cars. The border's backed up. They trying to get into Iran. They want that cheap gas to fill their cars up. Nobody saying nothing about it. They ain't open their mouth. And these people laughing at the United States. They're laughing at them. But the rest of these countries, European Union, buddy, they in bad trouble. Bad trouble. But they can't come over there. United States is hoping once they run out of their daggone gas and all that stuff goes on, that they're going to come over and help them fight the Iranians. Them people ain't coming. They ain't no fool. These people and stuff, North Korea, I told you they sent 500 of their long-range missiles over there and gave it to Iran. They got long-range missiles now. They can shoot them daggone missiles and hit the European Union anywhere they want to hit them. They ain't no fools. We going over there, but you all. People, it's gas prices going out of sight, but they ain't
So
coming
what are
over
you
there.
saying? You saying that Trump has been hoodwinked, bamboozled?
No, Trump ain't been bamboozled. He just stupid. He doesn't. All he has to do. He had a chance to get the hell out of the damn place and lead this shit along, but his arrogance is killing us. It's killing the world. His arrogance is killing the world. And his people are sitting there stupid as all get out. You got that daggone Secretary of State sitting around there. The world need to come and help us. They ain't helping you. They ain't helping you. They already told them we ain't helping you because you too stupid. We not gonna. They're not gonna take them down the daggone drain pipe and stuff and everything. And cause we hurting, buddy. I'm telling you, real bad. All they had to do was get the fuck out. Sign up, sign anything. Well, we gonna go. We don't want the war. He can say he don't want the war. Iran ain't gonna stop it from saying it. We won the war. Sign this stuff and keep on going. Get the hell out of there and let them open the straits up and let them get their $1 million a ship. That ain't nothing compared to what the hell he done to this daggone world. What Iran? They only want $1 million a ship. Give it to them.
Yeah, but they want $1 a barrel.
So it's better than paying $7, $8 a daggone gallon. Did you hear the people in California? They had $6, damn near $7 a gallon now in California. In the
Should have bought a Tesla.
European Union, that they planes can't even fly. They don't have any fuel to put in their daggone planes. You better off paying $1 and stuff. Cause Iran ain't gonna. All they want is some money to fix their country back up. That's the only reason why they're charging them the money. They want reparation to fix their country back up. That's all they want. Let them fix them back up. Give them that money and fix them back up. Let them fix their place back up. They are ruining the world.
Well, that's what you get when you got a president
That's it. He's
one
just
track
stupid.
mind.
And the military were trying to tell him. You see, they done secretly put out the CIA's reporting everything, telling them that every daggone thing Trump said was wrong. They didn't have no capability to producing a nuclear weapon. He lied to the people. He's lying to them right now. And they keep on saying, you don't want them to have a nuclear weapon. Them people don't want a nuclear weapon. They've been under pressure for 47 years. They trying to get down there and relax a little bit and enjoy their goddamn self. Leave them alone. That's what all they want. Leave me alone. Let them make a little money on the daggone toll booth. Keep the toll booth until you get your house, get your house together and stuff, and fine, you can shut the toll booth down. You quietly walk away. Leave the stuff alone. That's all they got to do. He too stupid to do it. And he sit down there running his country, and ain't nobody gonna sit down there and look him in the face and tell him.
Well, that's the last word, Ed.
30, 36 psychiatrists, and one of them won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1986, came up there and put a report out and said that man needs to be taken out of his office. 36 psychiatrists in this country said something wrong with him. They need to get him out of his job. So that the White House brought it before his committee and said, I want this thing to be put into the congressional records. It's in the congressional records right now. Final word, Ted.
I'm done, bro.
You done?
I just want everybody to have your mother's still alive, or you got a wife, have a happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your weekend. And I have to second that emotion. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your mothers out there. I know some mothers are sad that their child is sitting out there in that daggone Indian Ocean on a daggone aircraft carrier, and they may not come home. I don't know what I'd do, Ted, if my child was out there. I don't know what I would do. And some stupid son of a gun sitting in the White House and everything, and my child might die from his stupid decisions that he's making right now. I can bear the daggone price of oil. I can bear the gas going up, but ain't nowhere in the world I can see my child come home in a box because he too damn stupid to get the hell out of that daggone place over there. And them people do not want us over there. Get the hell out. We ain't winning shit. Them people is crazy. You heard it from us, folks. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.